US, it's definitely an interesting market for us. Consider that almost 8-9 months ago, Inter changed the ownership. So with a new Indonesian ownership that in the same holding owns also DC United MLS Football Club. For us, US is becoming an interesting and growing market in terms of popularity and in terms of attention we would like to put on this market. We toured here last season. We're planning to come again this end of July, beginning of August for the International Championship Cup, the Guinness Cup. At the same time, on one side, we are planning many synergies with our, let's say, sister company, DC United here, trying to create and leveraging synergy both on the sport and on the commercial and business side. On the other side, at the same time, we're planning to define some other agreement with local agency here, based here in US, able to support us in our new activities, able to maximize our presence in the year of the tour, like this one and the past one. So yeah, definitely it's a good market with a strong interest in football first, and then secondly in the Italian football. So many Italian people, so both in the east and in the west coast. So it's good. Regional partnership is something that is very, let's say, trendy in football in the last few years. It's something that sees some league and some market more evolved than other and very well positioned than other. The appeal of the regional partnership for football club usually follow the broadcasting coverage of the championship. So if we look at EPL or other league very well broadcasters, obviously you can see that the club that take part of some championship like EPL generate an interesting revenues and commercial partnership on a regional base. Italy is slightly different. We are slightly suffering the actual distribution of Serie A abroad. But I think that for 3-4 clubs in Italy, very well known on a global base, is something that needs to be implemented, and we are exactly on this page in this period. So with the new ownership, we start activating on a global base in some key area like Southeast Asia, obviously, as we have an owner that comes from Indonesia, China, Japan, and US. The process is slightly simple, so we start in defining the right inventory we can propose to companies in the key area. What a club of the level of Inter, Italian club like Inter can offer abroad is really interesting, I think, in terms of inventory and opportunity we can put on the table. So we're now active in some market, China, Indonesia and Southeast and US, with local agency that work with us on an exclusive base proposing the regional agreement. What we're trying to do now is to completely rebuild this kind of this area of the company, of the club. So assuming that in the actual period the digital platform and the club-owned channel are key to spread our brand on a global base on one side and to become appealing for investor, even on a regional, on a local base than on a global base. So we are now in a process of rebuilding not only a restructuring the commercial area but also the communication department, building a new content department with the aim of providing new content specific for foreign market, and also trying to define the best way to spread our Club TV channel that is actually existing in Italy And in some country we have a video pillow that we distribute to local broadcaster to be permanently present on a global base. So maybe through web or other kind of deal we are doing. We test and we are trying to do something in Indonesia, in example. And but yeah, it's absolutely key.